here, and I want to say thank you for the click, the likes, the share, the subscribes, and thank you for the wishing me happy birthday. It's my birthday, and where should I begin? There's so much. I see it in the energies, and there has been this energy that we feel from within. We feeling it. This power of the moon, which is yesterday she met Saturn, and this morning the moon is actually shifting within Aries. Okay, early in the morning we see the moon goes into Aries, and as it going into Aries, she meets who? She meets Neptune, but Neptune is a retrograde. He's going to be a retrograde till January. What is it that tells you? That the retrograde it is go back. But it's a very critical to understanding the path of going back of Neptune, because Neptune gives you the visions, gives you the power, insight to look at it and to redefine it within yourself. And this is about you to go back to the soul, because it goes from giving a birth and goes into that death, right? To the end of the cycle. Is the beginning of new cycle, that new cycle that it's beginning, and that's what people will make in a U-turn. This is like you are going into the directions, but in the directions they are going is not right. So what is asking you to make a U-turn? And some of you is going to feel like making a U-turn. It's all depending of the situations that you are going to go to. And as the challenges comes in there, the moon goes to Aries. Who's ruling Aries? Mars. Where is the Mars is? In Scorpio. Okay? So it is about the depth that we have to look to rediscovering ourselves, the self-driven orientations that it comes in, what are we doing in there. And this is going to be triggering a lot of psychological depth in there because of the emotions and the depth that we have to go in there. But as Neptune is going to be a retrograde, Neptune is going to be a retrograde into some point of mid-January, I think, in there. We are going to be going in back and to challenges us to align with our soul purpose. Here, what a lot of the people is going to make into the mistakes, they're going to, as the moon is shifting into Aries, they're going to, oh, I'm going to be going get this new path. I'm going to get into this new person. I'm going to get to this new relationship, because the sun is in where? In Libra, to the relationships and so on. Oh, I'm going to get into that. Wow, the energy is like rethink, reevaluate yourself, the way you are, what do you need to improve within yourself, and how it is. In there, this is going to be challenges because you can guys take a look at it that the Neptune is responsible for redefining purpose by giving you visions. It gives you this dreams. It gives you this deja vu's. Okay, and it's seeing it and that. And the moon in the morning, that's what she's going to do. Okay, is to you to redefine yourself. This is also going to be coming up as just in a month from now. In there, we are going to be seeing. I was looking at into the charts. So what's happening is that in a month from now, basically, we're going to see as these energies of Neptune is going to come back. It's going to go back into Pisces. And that is where the spiritual evaluations is going to start really forcing it within this. But it is about you to start doing this reevaluation, not to go in, change jobs, not going, changing real estates and so on and so on and so on in there. It is about you to redefine yourself. What do you want? So you can be working out in the next few months until January, right? But it's not going to be happen to January. Until January, you're going to be making up your mind. So from January, okay, we are going to be seeing it another 3 months. Okay, it is going to be by April when Neptune Saturn is going to start moving into Aries. Then you're going to be able to do the things. Not right now. Right now is for you to go dive deep, get these visionary dreams, get these situations. And this is where this full moon that it's going to be happening tomorrow. The full moon is going to be happening basically about 3 o'clock in the morning. That's a Greenwich time. So where whatever it is, you can look at the chart or whatever the place on earth you're living in, you can see it in there. Okay? But is it the big thing is don't misunderstand of the redirection. Okay? It is about not to be redirect with others. It is about to reevaluate yourself and go back of the things that you're missing to see, to evolve. And this is going to trigger, of course, a lot of psychological issues, right? But this is what the overall the energy will be. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, okay, just had that looking at too much ahead. Give you some heads up, guys. We are going to see that the moon is going to be actually really with Neptune. Okay, that shift in the morning is going to be like, oh my God, what is it going on? Is going to be tied up with Mercury. Mercury is at the last degree of what? Of Libra. And since all this energy is supporting the yacht in there, we're going to see that the sun is going to be seeking its own authority. But where the authority will be is going to be in its own self. So here is this yacht. Okay, so we have Uranus that is a retrograde, and we have the moon and Neptune coming right here. And that is it, the messages. You need to make a balance where? Right in here at this point. But this is all retrograde, right? And this is what your attentions and the focus is going to go into you. So if you are reevaluating yourself, congratulations, you're in the right place. All right, so this is going to be at 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, we're going to see the authority is going to go through the spirit. We're going to feel a little bit the energies of the full moon, but they're not going to be very much active. They're going to start being active in the late afternoon in there, but you're going to have this feeling within to make that balance. What is in balance inside of you? It's an imbalance outside of you. What is an imbalance within yourself is a reflections in the mirror with others. Can you be able to handle other people when they're not balanced? Mars is going to let you know. Okay? Mars is going to be triggering the stuff. But this is going to be starting, be mindful about 9 o'clock, particularly when you're at work, how the communications will be. Because these communications, they can turn to sour pretty quick. And as we are talking about sour in there, people, when they're working on themselves and you try to ask them about issues and so on, their brain, it's focused with what? With its own self. And now you ask them for work and they're like, I don't want to work. I need to do something within me. Okay? And be mindful about how you're handling people, because people is going to be same thing like you. They're going to be a little bit disfocused, a little outside of the things. They're going to be, guess what? This retrograde energies of Neptune, it's going to be a full in force, right? Because Neptune is an empowering. Neptune gives this energy of the yacht, okay? That is the energies of the yacht is the Virgo side. Okay, then the downside of that yacht, that will be what? The Scorpio side. And you have to make a balance. Who is the balance? It's Chiron. Chiron said you have to heal other issues inside of you. That is gotta be something with the thinking is not okay. Right. Where does that come from? Mercury. Okay. Mercury that is in Libra. It says the things is not balanced. We need to go find things. We want to discover things. And you're going to find this when on Mercury, it's going to be coming into Scorpio. Because a lot of the talks, you're going to see the energies that comes in. A lot of the talks, a lot of the videos that's going to come out lately. You're going to see how a lot of people come back and talks about this. It's going to talking about how to fix the shadow from within with others. Okay? Hey, Karen, thank you for the happy birthday. Appreciate it. All right. Talking about 10 o'clock, this is going to be one of the actions going to hit you. So think about from the previous hour at 9 o'clock, what is your actions will be? How you going to be redefine actions, right? You're going to find out like, I'm not doing nothing. I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to go wait and see to discover more about what? Me. Discovering your own self is going to be that U-turn, okay? Because you were told what to be, you were guided what you're going to be. Where was it the time that you guided you? Not by others, not by the society, not by whatever else. Where was the last time you decide to step into your destiny, right? But this is going to be for everybody, right? Everybody is a different individual, but on a base of individual, we are going to the collective. Where is that evolutionary process happens? In Pluto. Where is Pluto? In Aquarius. Welcome. Welcome to Age of Aquarius. And that's what this is. Okay, people were thinking about this evolutionary process, but that evolutionary processes require what? Deep transformations in soul. And this is what you're going to be looking at with that soul energy. All right, 11 o'clock, this is going to be the time when the mean Lilith is going to come in out at Scorpio. She's actually right now part of Jupiter, part of the past. All this to comes down to this point of Saturn, Neptune, and the moon that it's coming in. Neptune is only 24 minutes in Aries. So that retrograde energy is going to be as the moon, it comes in, she triggers that Neptune's energies, but also she just went yesterday through Saturn. Where is your limitations? Have you find out that within you that, oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I can't do it, and guess what? Saturn get that energy and send it to Pluto. And then Pluto send that energies to Uranus. Now they're all three retrograde. You want to do something new without reevaluating the old? Ain't gonna happen. So you have to look at what you have learned and what you need to learn right now. And that's gonna be you, not others, you. And that is gonna be this redefining your own self. All right, 12 o'clock. This is gonna be some more balancing times of energies. This is going to be some more better way. Now we're going to see that some of the love patterns and the values that we have, that's going to come from Virgo. That is a Venus. It's got 150 degrees with Chiron, and Chiron is 150 degrees with Lilith. Right? You have to go down to the depth with you. Okay, now this is the most proper yacht that can exist. Okay, because that energy starting from Virgo, it goes into Aries, and it goes back into what? Scorpio. And guess who is the solution? Mercury, right? And currently Mercury is really kind of like in a very tough positions because he gets his retrograde energies from Neptune, Saturn, Moon, and Uranus. But he is squaring Pluto, squaring Jupiter, and opposing Chiron. So here is this. What are you going to tell yourself? And that's what the retrograde planet is going to come back. And whatever you're trying to do, if it doesn't work, don't do it. If you're trying to get into find a rediscover something, wait for it. Things are coming. You have 6 months. Don't put pressures. Pressures those needed. Okay? Look deep in you. That look deep in you is going to be start coming out into the authority within the soul because the North Node, it's coming with the inner work with the sun. This is going to be at 1 o'clock energy as we are seeing it here. Very powerful. Very powerful. You're looking for your new destiny. Looking for your new purpose. Okay? Purpose of what? Purpose of what you want to fulfill, right? But what is your purpose? What is a purpose? What are you understanding about purpose? Somebody talked to you about that you have a purpose in life, or you are just told what you need to do to survive. So this is a very powerful processes that are gonna come, because later on in the next hour at 2 o'clock, you're gonna be talking about this internally from within yourself, but also with others. You're going to be talking about how the things are and so on. You're going to be looking for people. You're going to be looking for guidance. You're going to be looking at this. And now this is the period where what? You asking yourself who you are as a seed. Can you be able to understand that you are the tree of life? You have a roots, right? They're going deep. Scorpio roots, right? Go deep. And then you have what? You have branches, you have fruits, you have everything in there, right? So thinking about within yourself and how you're gonna be. There's gonna be, I'm gonna post you one picture up here in the channel so you guys can see some little bit of different versions of the tree of life by the Nordic. That's very powerful, because you're going to see the same tree that goes in, and there is that middle point, then the tree that goes up and above, right? What you're going to see down there is a lot of paths, a lot of repeating patterns in the very bottom, and then there is just one line that gets you up. It is about that line that it comes in. It's about that, making that curve in there. Hi, food tasting. Thank you for coming in. All right, 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock is going to be energies about finding the truth within the depth. Okay, and 4 o'clock is going to be more with about Pluto. It's coming on the horizon. It says, like, be mindful of what you're telling yourself. Okay, so be mindful of what you're wishing for. It's like you have to go ahead and back and go see yourself in the mirror. And because wherever you think you are going, it's not the right path of directions. It's not the right, and I'm going to be using anything that I'm going to be redirect you. And this is where certain things is not going to work. This is how you know certain things is not going to be in there. All of a sudden, it's just like, I feel this, but it's not. I feel that, but it's not. Until the energy comes in. Hi, Ranel. Good morning, and thank you for coming in. And you're gonna see how all of a sudden Pluto is just like, go back. Remember what you came here for. We are gonna be remind you, and those reminders they're gonna come in. Okay. Those reminders is going to be coming in. Just make sure that when you find your own self and your true seeking inside of you, that is going to be helping you to what? To be truthful with others. And this is one path of a lot of the people is going to be rediscovered within. All right, 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock is going to be some intense energies, particularly from the energies of 6 o'clock. All this that I told you is going to put pressures on you. You're going to feel these pressures. Those pressures, there are going to be some very, very intensified Pisces, Virgos energies. So the energy is coming up here as the event horizon is going to a soul patterns at a 12th house, and all goes down into the 6th house. And we're seeing it that the 6th house right now, it's Virgo, things that you need to heal, right? And they are going to be, oh, I wasn't loved. You need to learn yourself. Oh, but the other don't appreciate me. Or I don't, or the others this, or the others that. How about you? Can you learn to love you? And then when you love yourself, you love others? Can you be a human? You know, Virgo is the hospital. So people who heal themselves, they know how to heal others. And this is what Virgo Pisces is. I heal myself and I work with others. Okay? And that is going to be in a personal level of that focus of the psychological depth from Pisces Okay, going to the truth seeking. Okay, but the truth seeking is where? Lilith. The true Lilith is with Mars. Actions of the true self. Okay. All right. The next hour we're gonna see the moon is gonna be coming out and play some force. We're gonna start feeling the force of the full moon. The moon is already at 8 degrees. The sun is at 13 degrees. The sun is gonna be with vertex, right? Those who are born today, like me, is going to feel these little differences in there because vertex is going to be together. That's going to be like gates that it's opened. We're going to see what is those gates that it's going to be opened within to make a balance. Okay, because in 2 days when the sun is going to be at the 15 degrees, we are going to feeling the energy of the balance. Okay, when the sun is at 15 degrees of Libra, that is the one moment that you find total balance in there. Hi, Kimberly J. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And buenos dias. And this is one of the things that begins, okay? Because from that 15 degrees of Libra to the 15 degrees of Scorpio, that is a via combusta. I'm suggesting you to go ahead and searching. If you're within the astrology, go ahead and research via combusta. Okay, it's called the burned road, and that burned road in there is to burn the things that don't work. If you have any planets in there and that via combusta, go ahead and research it because some things in there, it has to be what? Redefined. Okay, very particular. This is what is in balance I'm going to be searching within. A very particular place, particularly within the astrology. All right. Keeping on going at 8 o'clock, the energy is going to be some pretty much okay. We're going to see some Uranus coming out in the ascendant. Pluto is going to be at the inner work right now. I hope you don't go against Pluto, okay? With your process, with your thinking, with unhealed patterns, and so on and so on. Okay? Hope you listen, Pluto. Pluto says, let me get you back to your highest level of form. What did you came here for? Okay, you choose to be born during this transition time to the age of Aquarius. What is your new purpose? Okay, Aquarius have one thing. They have always seeking the new improvements, the evolution. And now we are the evolutionary process of soul and Aquarius. Okay, so muchas gracias. All right, 9 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Aquarius. We're going to see the ascendant is going to be at Gemini. A lot of dualities is going to be kicked in with this. But overall, the energy still is going to be about the moon facing the sun. My own personal intuition with the balance with others. What did I achieve myself when I was with others? I'm going to the right directions. Who I am, what I am, and how I am with the others. So this is going to be some putting a lots of great self-discovery situations within you. A very beautiful full moon. Yes, the moon is beginning new cycle in areas, right? But how you're talking to yourself, what you're looking within yourself, is going to be determining, particularly with Mars and Scorpio. Okay. All right, and as we're talking about this at 10 o'clock, the energy is going to be a little bit more intensified. We're going to see this moon that it's coming because the moon, it's going to beginning to what? Opposing the sun, but also squaring Jupiter. We're going to see the sun is squaring Jupiter, the immaturity, the lack of the growth, the lack of balance with others, lack of balance in the relationships. And here is what a lot of people do. The easiest way, get away from the partner, stay away from the partner, and so on, instead of changing themselves to make the partnership better. And this is what it is about. You to make that, you turn to yourself. Okay? You to do that within you. All right, and as we are going at in there at midnight, the energies is going to be some very crazy. We're going to feel these energies of the moon. Some people cannot sleep, right? They're not going to be able to sleep. Some people's going to be wide awake. And that wide awakening is going to be following us all the way into the morning. And we're going to see in the morning, when we get up, some people's going to wake up at 5. We're going to see this energies at 7 o'clock in the morning with the full moon. Pay attention to your what? To your internal emotions within. Okay? Pay attention within this. Thank God that the Mars does not have negative aspects. He only have a synchronized aspects with Jupiter, and he's in divine energies with the moon. Okay? But controlling your emotions in there is going to be helping you to really, really find your true self. From there, you're going to beginning to find your true purpose, true personality, your true soul, and everything else that has to fall in place. But it's going to take some, as I said, 3 months digging deep, and then 3 months redo things until that Neptune begins to go forward in areas. Okay, so be patient, particularly with others, and let the things be rediscovered. All right, guys, I want to say thank you again for click the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational news for you that are helping you. And I want to say thank you for the comments, by the way. There was a great comments in the channel. Keep them sharing it, because that way, through the comments, people can read the comments in there and they can tap it in to what you are experiencing within you. Okay, guys, they're a great tool if you're using it in a proper way. All right, I want to say thank you, and darling, love you. Thank you for being watching and keeping the chat. Much love to all of you.